Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. We're going to be looking into something pretty remarkable today, and I think you're really going to enjoy this one.
Yeah, this should be a good one.
We're diving into whole body donation and its incredible impact on medical science. And honestly, there's no better lens to view this through than the compassionate work of Life Tree Anatomical.
It really is a fascinating topic. There's so much to unpack there, not just the science, but the human side of it all, too. It's incredible how a single act of generosity can create such a ripple effect.
It really is. Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty, let's introduce the driving force behind Life Tree Anatomical, Dr. Aaron Ali. He's got this amazing background, board-certified anesthesiologist, former member of the U.S. Army Reserves. Talk about a commitment to both healing and serving others.
Absolutely. His dedication to both medicine and to service is just so evident in everything he does. And his journey really informs the heart of Life Tree Anatomical.
It definitely does. So what we're going to do today is explore the whole concept of whole body donation. We're going to look at its significance as this profound act of generosity, understand the practical steps involved, and really grasp the impact it has. And I'm not just talking about the advancements in healthcare, but also the very personal impact it has on the families of the donors.
You know, it's interesting because we talk a lot about the scientific and medical benefits, which are undeniable, but I think what often gets overlooked is the emotional component for the families. This is a time of immense grief, and yet there's this incredible capacity for generosity and hope.
There really is. So let's start with Life Tree Anatomical itself. Now, it's unique because it's the first non-university willed body program in Texas. It's based in Austin, but unlike traditional programs, it's not directly tied to a specific university or medical school.
And that's a really important distinction. For someone like you who's thinking about donation, it opens up more options, right? You don't have to be affiliated with a particular university to make this choice.
Yeah, that's huge. It makes whole body donation accessible to a much wider range of people across Texas.
Yeah.
And, speaking of making it accessible, Dr. Ollie's vision for Life Tree Anatomical really came about because of his own experience in medicine. He's been on the front lines. He's seen just how vital these donations are for medical training, for research, for really pushing the boundaries of what we know and what we can do. It's all about equipping the next generation of healers and discoverers, isn't it?
It really is. It's not just about textbooks and lectures. To truly understand the human body, to develop the skills and knowledge needed to treat diseases and save lives, there's no substitute for hands-on experience with actual human anatomy. And Life Tree Anatomical plays a crucial role in providing that opportunity.
Exactly. It's about providing that vital resource. And it's so crucial that it's done ethically, with the utmost respect for every single donor. And that's something that Life Tree Anatomical emphasizes at every step.
Oh, absolutely. Ethical considerations are paramount. Dr. Ollie's work with hospice programs and donor families really solidified this commitment to treating each donor with the utmost dignity and respect. It's clear that this isn't just a procedure for him, it's a deeply personal act of service.
It really is, and you can see that reflected in everything Life Tree Anatomical does. And you're right, his experience working so closely with families, being present during those sensitive end-of-life decisions, it gives him this incredibly profound understanding of what those families are going through. It's not just about the science for him, it's about the human element, the compassion, the honoring of a loved one's final wishes.
And that's where this idea of whole body donation as a pathway to peace for families comes in. You know, knowing that their loved one's final act will contribute to saving lives, to advancing medical knowledge, to leaving a legacy of healing that can be incredibly comforting.
Right. It's about finding meaning in the face of loss. And I think that's something so many people are searching for. And it's powerful. It really speaks to the enduring desire to make a difference, to leave the world a little better than we found it, even in our final act. And, it's interesting because Dr. Ali also serves as the chairperson of the State Anatomical Advisory Committee.
Oh, wow. That's an important role. It shows a real commitment to upholding the highest ethical and legal standards across all body donation programs in Texas. Not only is he dedicated to ensuring the responsible handling of these generous donations, but he's also advocating for the protection of both the donors and their families. It's about accountability and transparency at every level.
Yeah. Now let's really delve into the nitty-gritty of the impact of whole body donation. We all hear how important it is, but I think it's crucial to really break down the specifics, the tangible ways these donations are shaping the future of healthcare.
Okay, so imagine you're a medical student just starting out. You're learning about the complexities of the human body for the first time. Now, you can read textbooks, you can look at diagrams, but there's simply no replacement for actually seeing, feeling, and interacting with real human anatomy. That's where whole body donation becomes absolutely essential. It bridges the gap between theory and practice and allows these future doctors to develop a truly deep understanding of the human body.
It's like the difference between reading about how to bake a cake
Hmm.
and actually getting your hands in the dough,
Yeah.
right? You learn so much more by doing.
Exactly. And think about surgeons who are learning to perform incredibly intricate, often life-saving procedures. They need to practice to refine their techniques, to build their confidence. Whole body donation provides them with a safe and controlled environment to do that, to hone their skills without any risk to a living patient. That's invaluable.
It's about giving them the tools to become the best surgeons they can be, and ultimately that translates to better outcomes for patients. And it goes beyond just training, right? We talk about research.
Right. Think about the diseases that are impacting millions of lives: cancer, dementia, Alzheimer's, diabetes. Researchers are working tirelessly to understand these diseases, to develop new treatments, to find cures. And a crucial part of that research involves studying the effects of these diseases on the human body, on actual tissues and organs. Whole body donation allows them to do that, to see firsthand how these diseases manifest, to test potential therapies, to make groundbreaking discoveries that could lead to life-changing treatments.
And it's not just limited to those diseases, right? We're talking about advancements across the board in areas like orthopedics, cardiology, neurology. It's really pushing the boundaries of what's possible in medicine.
Absolutely. And we can't forget about the medical device industry. They rely heavily on whole body donation to develop and test new technologies: artificial joints, implants, surgical instruments. These donations are helping to create innovative solutions that improve the quality of life for countless people. So in a very real sense, each donor is contributing to a legacy of improved healthcare, of progress, of hope for the future.
For me, it's the idea of that ripple effect. A single donation can have such far-reaching consequences, touching the lives of so many people in ways we might not even imagine. And that's pretty powerful, isn't it?
It really is. I think what strikes me is that this isn't just about the medical advancements, as important as those are. It's about the human connection, the generosity, the selfless act of giving that allows all of this to happen. It's a reminder that even in death, we have the capacity to contribute to something much larger than ourselves.
Absolutely. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the process itself. I imagine a lot of people are curious about how it actually works, what the steps are.
Right, and I think it's important to understand that Life Tree Anatomical has designed a very thoughtful and streamlined process. It starts with pre-registration, which essentially allows individuals to document their wishes, to make sure everything is clear, and that their decision to donate is honored. It's like taking proactive steps to ensure your final wishes are carried out.
And when the time comes, the next of kin notifies Life Tree Anatomical. And from that point on, they handle everything. They coordinate the transportation of the donor with the utmost respect and care, and prepare them for their vital role in medical science.
It's important to emphasize the respectful part of that transportation. Dr. Ali's understanding of the sensitivity surrounding death and the grieving process ensures the donor is treated with the utmost dignity at every stage.
Absolutely. And after the donation has served its purpose in research or training, Life Tree Anatomical provides free cremation. That's a significant benefit, especially for families who might be facing financial constraints during an already difficult time.
They've really thought of everything, haven't they? It's not just about facilitating the donation, it's about supporting the families throughout the process. And for those who wish, the ashes can be returned to the family or scattered in a beautiful memorial garden. It's a way to honor the donor's memory and provide a sense of closure.
It's clear that Dr. Ali and Life Tree Anatomical go above and beyond just the logistics of the donation. There's a genuine understanding of the emotional impact of loss, and they've taken steps to offer real support to the families.
Absolutely. They've partnered with organizations like Grief Share, Austin Grief, and the VA Caregiver Support Program to provide counseling resources, grief support groups, and guidance to families as they navigate this journey. It's about recognizing that the need for support doesn't end with the donation. It extends well beyond that.
Right. They're really taking a holistic approach, recognizing that this isn't just about science. It's about people, about families, about navigating complex emotions.
Yeah.
It's that human-centered approach that really sets them apart, wouldn't you say?
I completely agree. Now, going back to what we talked about earlier, Life Tree Anatomical being the first non-university willed body program in Texas, I think it's worth reiterating how significant that is in terms of accessibility. It opens up the possibility of whole body donation to individuals who might not have a direct connection to a university or a medical school.
So it's not just about geography. It's about removing barriers and making this option available to anyone who feels strongly about contributing to medical science in this way. And with that broader reach comes the potential to impact an even wider range of research and training programs, right?
Exactly. Life Tree Anatomical collaborates with a variety of institutions to maximize the impact of each donation. We're talking about advancements in neuroscience, critical research on Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, improvements in orthopedic procedures like joint replacements and spinal surgeries, groundbreaking work in cancer research, training for emergency medicine professionals, surgical innovation. The list goes on.
And it's not just a one-to-one thing, is it? A single donation can contribute to multiple research projects, multiple training programs. It's like this incredible multiplier effect where the impact just keeps expanding outward. It really is amazing to think about.
It really is. And I think it's important to acknowledge the ethical and environmental considerations as well. Compared to traditional burial methods, whole body donation offers some compelling advantages.
Absolutely. We're talking about reducing the use of embalming chemicals, which can have a negative environmental impact, minimizing the need for land for cemeteries. It's a more sustainable approach and one that aligns with the values of many people who are considering this option.
And the fact that Life Tree Anatomical provides free cremation is another significant benefit. It removes a potential financial burden and allows families to focus on healing and remembrance. But beyond the practical considerations, I think it's the emotional aspect that resonates most deeply.
Totally. Knowing that their loved one's gift is contributing to the well-being of future generations, that it's helping to advance medical knowledge and save lives, that can be incredibly powerful and comforting for families.
It's about transforming loss into something meaningful, into a legacy that continues to give back. And for the donors themselves, making this decision often stems from a deep-seated desire to make a lasting difference. It's a final act of generosity and a testament to their values and beliefs.
Dr. Ali has talked about whole body donation being one of the most meaningful final acts a person can choose, and I think there's a lot of truth to that. It's a way to ensure your legacy lives on in a tangible, impactful way.
And Life True Anatomical provides that avenue, that opportunity for individuals and their families to make a lasting contribution to healthcare. It's a beautiful thing, really.
It really is. So as we wrap up this deep dive, what really stands out to me is not just the incredible advancements in medical science that are made possible through these donations, but also the human side of this story. It's about compassion, it's about generosity, it's about finding meaning and purpose in the face of loss.
I think the key takeaways for our listeners are the simplicity and respectfulness of the process, the significant benefits these donations provide to medical education and research, and the genuine support offered to families during such a vulnerable time.
And I want to leave everyone with this really powerful quote from Dr. Ali. Every person who chooses to donate their body to science is a hero. Their contribution saves lives, advances medicine, and ensures that the doctors of tomorrow have the knowledge they need to heal others. At Life Tree Anatomical, we honor this incredible generosity with dignity, respect, and profound gratitude.
Such powerful words. It really captures the essence of what this selfless act is all about.
It does. So we encourage everyone to really think about the profound implications of whole body donation, to consider how this final act of giving can resonate with compassion and impact the lives of others for generations to come. If you're interested in learning more about Life Tree Anatomical or are considering becoming a donor, you can visit their website or give them a call at 512-402-8533. It's a chance to align your final act with your values, to leave a legacy that truly matters.
A chance to be part of something bigger than yourself, even after you're gone.
What a powerful thought. And with that, we leave you with this question. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? And how might even your final act ripple outward, touching the lives of others with compassion and kindness for years to come? Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. It's been a privilege exploring this topic with you all.
It really has.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.